Hey guys, my name is Sidh and I'm studying in grade 10 Bolton School. And today I will be talking to all of you about what an economy is and what happens to this economy during pandemics. Now, an economy in simplest terms is a system of making and trading things of value. Now, the making of things can be the physical production of goods, cars, pharmaceuticals, etc., or rendering of services, IT services, and likewise, which in the modern world is traded or exchanged for money. This economy is measured in terms of the gross domestic product, or as all of us know it, the GDP. Now, the Indian economy in 2019 was 2,972 billion US dollars, which accounted for 3.5% of the world's economy. Now, if there is no consumption of the goods produced, there will be no generation of the money and the GDP of a country falls. Now, we shall try to understand the effects of a pandemic on the world's economy. When we have a pandemic in the world, every country would be busy fighting it. In such situations, one can see lockdowns in each country and the closure of international borders. Now, when the borders are closed, there will be no tourism, no movement of people or goods from one place to another, and we all know how interdependent we are on each other for supplies. But in the case of closed borders, the goods produced for a particular country cannot reach its destination, which will lead to the piling up of the produced material. As goods will not have any more market, production will be brought to a complete standstill. Now that no goods will be produced, there will be no work for the employees. Hence, no money is generated and jobs will be lost eventually. Let's take an example. Let's compare a large company with respect to a small or a medium-sized company in such a situation. In case of a large company, it will have to invest its reserves on maintenance of its huge facility and staff. They might last for a little while, but eventually they will run out of capital. Whereas a medium or small company cannot even maintain its facility and inevitably run into losses. To make matters much worse, debts will increase as loans are not paid on time. So in the field of trade, the businesses are brought to a standstill and the generation of money ceases to happen, leading to the inevitable fall of the complete economy. Now, when there is a lockdown in the country, people will be confined to their houses. Except for essential services, no other trade or service would be allowed. So there will be no consumption of produced goods. Now, when there is no requirement for a car, what is the need of producing a car? Therefore, every wholesale and retail dealer will go into losses. There are many contract workers too who are paid on daily basis, who will lose jobs and go into poverty. Citizens will not be in a position to repay their loans and debts get accumulated, increasing financial burden leading to poverty and widespread malnourishment. These malnourished citizens will easily contract the disease and fall prey to the pandemic and account for loss of life. This will eventually put the families vulnerable to financial odds. When the skilled workforce gets affected by the pandemic, production will be affected post-pandemic too. As there will be a dearth of skilled workers, world economy will not grow as expected and most companies will shut down, affecting many workers, toppling the global economy. At the same time, pandemics put a huge burden on the medical system as the available facilities become inviable. The governments will have to pump in a lot of money in controlling the pandemic, which further deteriorates the economy and plunges governments into debts. When the number of patients increases drastically, it also renders the medical fraternity very vulnerable, adding to unwanted chaos. It can all seem easy to recover from on first thought, but one must know it has a detrimental and long-lasting impact on the global economy. It takes a long time for the world to recover as a whole, but unfortunately, there may be a few countries which don't come out of the gallows. Now, nothing can be done till the pandemic comes to an end. All that one can tell you is to stay home, stay safe, and heed to governmental decree. On a positive note, recessions or pandemics are temporary, and we all know economy as it is inherently wavering, plunging and emerging as its nature. As has happened before, pandemics are sure to end, and for sure, very soon, the world economy will definitely rebound. Thank you.